Welcome. This brief video will explain your participation in the ABOD program and why completing the work activity attendance form is an important part of maintaining your SNAP benefits. It will also provide information that you'll need to complete the work activity attendance form and submit it to the Oregon Employment Department each week. We will show you good examples of how to complete the form so that you know exactly what to turn in each week. We want you to be successful in the ABOD program so that you can keep your SNAP benefits and return to work as soon as possible. As an individual participating in the ABOD program, you are required to participate in 80 hours of work activity each month and report that activity to the Oregon Employment Department in order to maintain your SNAP benefits. There are many work-related activities to engage in during the month, and the ABOD coaches at OED will guide you through the process of enrolling and completing those activities. Some of those activities include online skill development, enrolling in school at your local community college or a university, or you might start searching for work right away in the local job market. Whatever you choose, ABOD coaches at OED will guide you through the process. The work activity attendance form is how you document that activity and report it to OED, who will then report it to the Oregon Department of Human Services so that you can maintain your SNAP benefits. The timely and accurate completion of the work activity attendance form is vital for your participation in the ABOD program and for you to continue to receive your SNAP benefits. You will use this form to report OED case plan activities only. Remember, any work hours for pay as a volunteer or bartering that you report or verify directly with ODHS are already counted towards your required 80 monthly hours. Changes to those hours need to be reported to the ODHS ABOD team at 833-947-1694 or emailed to this address. The hours of work-related activity that you document on your work activity attendance form each week and submit during the month must equal the number of hours assigned to you by ODHS on your case plan. For example, if ODHS requires you to complete 80 hours of work activity each month, you may want to complete 20 hours of activity each week for 4 weeks. However, you are not required to complete 20 hours each week. The way you manage the hours assigned to you each month is up to you. The ABOD coach will set guidelines with you about the number of hours with and without travel for applying for jobs in person, attending workshops online, and other work-related activity. All the activity reported on the work activity attendance forms must reflect those expectations. When you complete this form and turn it into the ABOD coaches at OED for review each week, you are meeting your work requirements for the ABOD program and keeping your SNAP benefits for the month. The ABOD coaches at OED will submit your completed work activity attendance form monthly to ODHS that will include all of the activity you submitted, so be sure it is complete, that you have reviewed all the entries with the OED ABOD coaches, and that all your activity is accurate. Now, let's review the sections of the form. Personal identifying and SNAP coach contact information. Your name. Be sure to include your first and last name. Your birth date. The month, day, and 4-digit year of your birth date. This is provided to avoid any possible confusion with a customer with the same name as yours. You may leave this field blank if you are providing your iMatch Skills Job Seeker ID. This is the unique number assigned by the Oregon Employment Department for your iMatch Skills account. Your phone number. This is the phone number that your ABOD coach can reach you at if they need to discuss your work activity attendance form. SNAP coach address email. This is the email of your ABOD coach so that you can reach them if you need to discuss any changes to your work activity attendance form. SNAP coach phone number. This is the phone number to your ABOD coach so that you can reach them if you need to discuss any changes to your work activity attendance form. Complete the number of hours each week, month, and the week you are submitting the form. In the activity description section, you will document the number of hours you spent on specific activity on the different days of the week. You will also sign and date this form. Job readiness activities include work readiness training, job search training, and supervised job search. In this section, you will document the number of hours during the week that you spent completing work activities. For example, if you spent 4 hours on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in job interviews, that included travel, you will put 4 in the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday boxes. If you spent 3 hours in workshops on Thursday and Friday, with 1 hour travel, you will place 4 hours in Thursday and Friday boxes. Then, you will place 20 in the total hours box. Workfare. If you are performing work activity at a workfare site, your on-site supervisor will sign the work activity attendance form or send an email to your ABOD coach verifying the hours you were on site. Your ABOD coach will note this in iMatch Skills. Select the days you were on site and enter the number of hours. For example, if you are on site for 4 hours on Tuesday and Thursday, place a 4 in the Tuesday box and a 4 in the Thursday box. Then, you will place 8 in the total hours box. Education. If you are going to school, you will enter the number of hours you complete in each education component for the days of the week. Those components are called Basic Education Foundational Skills, English Language Acquisition, Short-Term Training, and Career, Technical Education, or Vocational Training. Your ABOD coach will explain these components to you and let you know which component you are in before you complete this form. After you complete school, you will enter the hours for the week. For example, if you completed 3 hours of Basic Education Foundational Skills on Monday, place a 3 in the Monday box. If you completed 4 hours of short-term training on Tuesday, place a 4 in the Tuesday box. Please be sure to include any travel time to and from school. If you aren't sure where to place the hours, please call your ABOD coach and they will let you know. Remember, they will tell you before you complete this form. Complete the education section for every day of the week you are in school, including travel to and from school, and enter the total hours in the Total Hours field at the right-hand column. WIOA Activities. Your ABOD coach will also let you know which Workforce Investment Opportunity Act, or WIOA, component you are working in before you complete this section. Like the other sections, you will place the number of hours for each day you complete the activity. For example, if you completed 4 hours of vocational training on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you will enter 4 in the boxes for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then, you will enter 12 for the total hours at the box at the right column. Remember to include your travel time in all these activities. Work experience. The work experience activity works the same way. Enter the hours for the time you spent in a work experience activity for the day you were in that activity, including time spent traveling to and from that activity. For example, if you spent 8 hours on Wednesday and Friday in a work experience, including travel time, you would enter 8 in the boxes for Wednesday and Friday. Good cause. If you are not able to complete work activities for the week, you must describe the reason. Please report anything unexpected that is not an ongoing situation that prevented you from completing the required activities. This can be many things, including but not limited to illness, injury, childcare, or transportation issues. Signature. The form must be signed each week. You can sign the form, or your ABOD coach will take a virtual signature from you when you submit your form each week. Date. The form must also be dated each week. Now, let's talk about how to document the details of your work activity. Date. Enter the date you completed the work activity. For example, 6/15/24. Employer name, or workshop title, or work activity site. Enter the employer name that you had an interview with, or the name of the workshop you attended, or the name of the work activity site. For example, Willamette Valley Medical Center, being an employer name, Virtual Networking Workshop, referring to a workshop you attended, or Oregon Food Bank, being a work activity. Person you talked with or trainer. Enter the name of the person you spoke with during the job interview, or the person who conducted the workshop, or the person that was the point of contact at the work activity. For example, Morgan, Rory, Parker, or Jordan. Job title applied for. Document the title of the job you applied for. For example, dental assistant, receptionist, CNA 2, truck driver, sales associate, or medical billing and coding. Employer address or website. This is the physical address or the website of the employer where you had an interview or submitted a job application, resume, or other materials required by the employer to apply for the job. Employer phone. The phone number of the employer you applied to. This can be to the person you interviewed with or the Human Resources Department. Time spent on work activity or website. Mark the 1 hour box, the half hour box, or write in the other line to indicate time other than 1 hour or half hour. This indicates travel time to and from the employer for an interview or to deliver application materials. Good examples of supervised job search. In this example, the date is complete with the month, day, and year. The name of the company is documented. Residential Technology Services, Inc. The name of the person, Andrea Jacobs, they spoke with, and her job title, HR lead, is documented. The job title that was applied for, production supervisor, is documented. The employer's address on Stanhope Way in Corvallis, Oregon, is documented. The employer's phone number is listed. The person documented they spent 2 hours applying for this job, and it included travel time. In this example, the date is completed with the month, day, and year. The name of the company is documented, St. Paul Manufacturing, Inc. The name of the person, Adalberto Sebastian, they spoke with, is documented. The job title that was applied for, Production Lead 2, is documented. The employer's address on South Main Highway in Grants Pass, Oregon, is documented. The employer's phone number is listed. And the person documented they spent 2 hours applying for this job, and it included travel time. If you have any questions about this video or want to receive this information in a one-on-one setting, please contact your ABOD coaches at the Oregon Employment Department. We are here to make sure that you are successful in the program. That means you are completing your required hours of work activity each month, staying connected to your SNAP benefits, and eventually becoming employed. If you have questions about the contents of this video, please contact your ABOD coaches at the Oregon Employment Department. Thank you.